This is Doug Fisher, and you're looking at Dave Coach Schwartz, and he's rocking the throwback old school Eloy Perez T-shirt. I like the blue. Oh, actually, he's repping Garcia Boxing. That's the Garcias in Salinas, California, not Roberto Garcia in Riverside in Oxnard. Dave, I want you to admit live here on Periscope that you are a BJ Flores fan.
I love BJ Flores. No,
I think
really
it's just
like
you and
him.
I like BJ because he's got roots from where I grew up in the Ozarks in southern Missouri. Like I think he went to high school right outside of Springfield, Missouri in Willard, which they were always really good athletes. And anyways, I like BJ. You didn't see his fight against Tony Bellew, did you?
I didn't see it, but he's really a good announcer. He's really smart, and I'd like to see his interview after this fight because he would take on the whole announcer mode.
Oh, of course, and he'd be all class.
He'd be great,
and he would analyze it perfectly and succinctly. He's very succinct.
Right.
He's good like that.
No,
but I have to say, it's just you and me.
No.
Everyone else hates BJ Flores.
They hate him, and I love him.
I know. Kind of makes me like him even more. So it's a slow period in boxing, which I'm fine with. I need the rest. And Dave, you could probably use the break. Dave is 80 years old, everybody, but he still parties, so he's a little bit tired.
Oh, huge.
Because he went out. He went out last night, and he had dinner, right?
I got to bed.
You didn't drink a lot of wine or anything like that. You didn't do any dancing.
I got to bed after 8:30, so I'm wiped out. Totally.
That's okay.
You think Tom Loeffler's going to walk in today?
Yeah. By the way, people think we staged that.
Yeah.
What is? I like that though. I like that they think that.
But that's our claim to fame.
Of course.
We can just hang it up right now.
I'm going to ride Tom Loeffler's coattails all the way to superstardom. Let's see. He did a great job with Triple G. Let's see what he can do with us. So you've got some trivia questions for me, and you got a bright red.
I got these
jump rope.
once again. I got this off Dennis Taylor's website, the Ringside Boxing Show, and he really puts his time in, and I get all these great articles.
It's a hub for boxing stuff. It's not just It's like links to articles, it's history, and it's videos. Yeah. So if you're a boxing junkie, it's a good place to visit.
This was a link out of Boxing News from the UK.
The oldest boxing magazine in the world. They were established in 1909.
Right, and it's really good. So anyway, this was the questions I have. The 25 best fighters in the last 25 years.
Huh.
So
the last 25 years. Well, that's my era. It's my generation.
So why don't you start out with anyway, you start with number one.
Give me my jump rope.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to have to hold this.
Yeah. And I might be able to read the questions today.
We got this gloom.
Because we have October gloom here.
Only in L.A.
And one thing we want to do is a shout out to Jason Rosenbach, who is a great kid who's an amateur fighter who is under the weather. He's going through little issues here, but the kid's a great kid, really a good fighter. He's actually been training since like 5 or 6 years old. He works out 3 days a week at Freddie Roach's gym, and then he works out 3 days a week with Dave Paul, who was Junebug's dad, and the kid's just the greatest kid. He's still able to work out through this illness, and he'll be back. But I just wanted to say that we're thinking of you, Jason.
Yeah, get better, Jason.
And you're the greatest. And,
so, Dave, this is the best fighters of the last 20. Does that mean they had to have turned pro within the last 25 years?
No.
They've just been around. They've been
these are guys who fought in the last 25 years.
The last 25
years, just fighters.
Yeah.
And who are your top 25 in the last 25 years?
Oscar De La Hoya's got to be in there.
He is. You want to know what?
Floyd Mayweather's got to be in there.
Well, here, Oscar De La Hoya is number 16.
Okay, number 16.
Floyd's number 2.
Floyd's number 2. Bernard Hopkins.
He's number 4.
He's a favorite.
Number 4.
Manny Pacquiao.
He's number 3.
So Floyd's number 2. Did they put Roy Jones Jr. number 1?
Number 1.
Figures.
Yeah.
I don't think number 1 and 2 should be number 1 and 2, but that's just me.
No, or number 3.
Yeah. So we've got Jones, Mayweather, Pacquiao, Hopkins, De La Hoya.
Yeah.
De La Hoya's pretty low.
Real low.
What the hell's wrong with people?
I know.
Do they know how many Hall of Famers he
Wow.
fought? And how many top-notch guys he fought when they were at their peaks? I think it hurts him that he was popular and that he's also a promoter now.
Yeah.
I think folks, they don't want to give him credit because it's like, oh, well,
Right.
now I'm being a golden boy shill or whatever. But
Yeah.
just look at his record. Look at who he fought, when he fought them. And until like the mid-2000s, nobody really kicked his ass. You know what I mean? Yeah, he lost some fights, but nobody just blew him out. Like, it's crazy.
But
I don't get it.
But
I don't get you people.
He's also doing a great job as a promoter.
No, he is, but I think that
Incredible.
also hurts him as a boxer. People don't want to. They don't want to give him his. It's hard for them to give him the credit because
Well, here's the question.
I don't know. He just looks.
I can read it.
It's not hardcore enough for him. You know what I mean?
So you can send in your questions. I can read them today.
It's like he was such a crossover star.
Yeah.
I think to say Oscar's one of the best of the last 25 years is like being a casual fan.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardcore mentality. I think, but
Like
a
selling
lot
out,
of these
so-
guys are nuts. A lot of you dudes are insane. I got to tell you, I got to keep it real. A lot of you are crazy.
So let me
You don't
ask
make
you,
any damn sense.
are you excited about Ronda Rousey coming back?
I am.
I'm
I'm a
picking
Ronda
her.
Rousey fan. I
I
like her.
am picking her big time. She's a 2-1 underdog.
Yeah.
And I know she's going to win this fight. It's a real tough fight.
Yeah.
But she's going to have her, her focus.
got her hunger back,
She's going
man,
to have her
yeah.
focus in the right direction.
Right. She did her movies. She's done with that. She ain't thinking about that crap now. Yeah.
So I can see who's joining, but I don't see any questions
Yeah,
yet.
it's a slow period.
Yeah.
It's a slow period.
Okay, so you want to go on?
Yeah.
We got some more.
So, is Evander Holyfield? Did he stick around long enough to be in there?
Oh, yeah, he's on it. And let me just see
Where's Evander
he's
Holyfield?
number 10.
And Lennox Lewis?
Excuse me.
Lennox Lewis?
Yeah, Lennox Lewis is number 5.
Number 5 for
Yeah,
Lennox. Big L.
I know.
Hey, big ups to them. Putting a British fighter that high up on there. That's
Yeah.
good. I like that.
Yeah.
Joe Calzaghe.
Yep. He is number
Joe Calzaghe stands.
number 21.
Slap, 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 slap.
Hey, he was great though.
He was awesome.
Except I picked Bernard to beat him,
So did I.
and he almost did.
He was close.
Yeah.
That made everybody bet heavily on Kelly Pavlik. Were you one of those guys, Dave?
I loved Kelly Pavlik in that fight.
And Bernard pulled the Bernard.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I love Bernard? Is he took these fights where he was the underdog.
Yeah.
And I think that if you're a great fighter, you seek out these type of fights.
Yeah.
So okay, so what numbers do I not have? In like the top
you don't
5.
have number 6, 7,
Okay.
8, 9.
Okay, Pernell Whitaker.
11. Pernell Whitaker is number 7.
Okay. Wow. Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yep, he is number
Senior.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
He's number 8.
Felix Trinidad.
He is number 13.
All right, all right.
Hey, was he one of the most exciting?
He was great
Oh,
for
my
boxing.
God. Oh, the fight with Vargas.
And let me tell you this: he and his father and their crew in Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
so down to earth, biggest
Yeah.
star out there,
Yeah.
still a celebrity, still beloved. I'm nobody, right? I'm with MaxBoxing.com. This is years ago. He's at his best. We fly over there. They welcome us into that gym like we was Jim Lampley from HBO or whoever, like we were celebrities or something. Like, treat us well, and he just real down to earth. Everybody's the same
Yeah,
to
that's
Tito,
right.
and he appreciates. He's one of these fighters. He appreciates that fans like to watch him fight and are excited when he fights, and that he feeds off that. And he's tremendous. Did Fernando Vargas make the cut?
No.
Oh, haters! Haters! Oh my gosh. Freaking haters everywhere.
But there's a lot of guys on there that,
Give me some weight classes of the guys that I haven't mentioned yet.
well, the featherweights.
The
a bunch of them.
Gotta have the featherweights
Got
in there.
3 of those you missed.
3 featherweights.
One's number 9, number 11, number 12.
There's a featherweight who's
all-
number 9?
All from Mexico.
All from Mexico, huh? Shit.
Well,
Okay. Well, Ricardo Lopez, he was a flyweight,
No,
strawweight,
Ricardo Lopez, he's number 6.
Yeah, okay.
But you're missing 3 guys. They all fought Manny.
They all fought Manny. Oh, of course. Okay,
Yeah.
so Marco Antonio Barrera,
Right.
Juan Manuel Marquez,
Right.
and El Terrible, Eric
Right.
Morales,
You got
the
him.
Musketeers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're missing
The Three Amigos.
another one who's one of your favorites, number 15.
Terry Norris?
No, Terry Norris didn't make it.
Get the hell out of
No,
here.
he didn't make it. But
Man.
how about?
Man, y'all got my list.
Yeah.
We'll crush this list. Rub it out in the dirt. No.
Okay, how about from Pomona, California?
Oh, Sugar Shane Mosley. Yeah, he was
number
definitely a
15.
favorite. We were
Okay.
just talking about him.
Okay, and then how about from
How am I doing on the skipping rope?
on the rope? You're incredible. How about heavyweights from Europe?
What was that?
Heavyweights from Europe.
Well, I did mention Lennox Lewis. Okay, the
2 more.
Klitschko brothers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they got to be in there. Vitaly and Vladimir. Now, here's what I want to know. Who's before who? Was Vladimir before
He is.
Vitaly? Okay.
Yeah. Vladimir is 17. Vitaly is 19.
Right on.
And how about from Michigan?
Chris Bird?
He didn't make it. No,
James
not-
Toney!
You got it.
Where is he ranked?
Now
He's like, would he barely make the cut?
No, but he could be number 1 for me.
Yeah,
I mean, he was like
exactly,
James
man.
Toney was so incredible, and if James Toney
And James-
had any discipline whatsoever,
You know what?
he would be the best of all time.
You know
I mean,
what?
this guy, oh my goodness.
You know what? Since we're talking about fighters from Michigan, James Toney, Floyd Mayweather. And everybody, even people who hate Floyd, right? They say, well, one thing you got to respect, you got to like about Floyd, he always stayed in shape. He was always true to boxing. He didn't get out of shape. Didn't matter what level of fighter he fought. He showed up to the ring in the best possible condition, which is true, which really should be true for every boxer. That's your job. If you're a full-time boxer, your full-time job is to be in shape and ready
Excuse
to
me one
fight.
second. Here's the guy who says Tony should be in the top 5. I agree.
Hell to the yes.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Now then you got James Toney, did not stay true to the game. Wasn't dedicated. Did not live a Spartan lifestyle, right? Was a slob.
Right.
Total. I mean, he accessed to everything, right? Food, alcohol, cigars, sex, everything. He did. He wasn't doing no road work, you know? So, okay.
Do you know?
I prefer a slob who has talent
Right.
and skill and will fight the best and is fearless than a dude who leads a Spartan lifestyle and is in impeccable condition and has incredible natural talent and athleticism who doesn't challenge himself. And the best of both worlds, Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah.
He's right between those two.
Yeah.
And
Well,
probably not as talented naturally as Tony or Floyd Mayweather. But he has that old school mentality that I'm going to fight the best. I'm not afraid. I'll be the underdog. I don't care.
He
I'll
wants
go
to be
anywhere.
He wants to be the
He
underdog.
likes it. He relishes that. But also, I'm always training. I'm always in shape. I'm always going to give my best.
You know, and fundamentally, he's more sound.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, he's
But
just
really,
got-
I would rather watch Tony fight than either of those guys.
I was talking to Doug before about Bernard Hopkins. If you get it about his fight, his 5th pro fight, which is on YouTube, you got to watch it. It's unbelievable that here's some guy saying great words about B-Hop.
B-Hop.
He's my number 1.
Yeah?
Anyway,
Hey, last of the great fighters.
if you watch B-Hop's 5th pro fight on YouTube, you'll be blown away.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I mean, the fundamental skill and the savvy this guy has in his 5th fight.
Bowie Fischer.
And Bowie Fischer.
Hey,
It's really incredible.
Bernard Hopkins, last of the great fighters, last of the great boxers. Bowie Fischer, one of the last of the great trainers.
Yeah. And Bill Miller.
Bill Miller,
And you know who else?
Don Familton.
Don Familton. And
Amilcar Brusa.
Emil Brusa.
Amilcar. People overlook him.
And I'll tell you another one. Jackie McCoy.
Jackie McCoy.
Yeah. And
Bill Slayton.
And Freddie Roach.
Freddie Roach, but he's still alive. He's still
I
with
know,
us.
but he's still up there.
Yeah.
He's an old school guy. So let
well,
me tell you
trained by Eddie
something.
Futch.
Let me just tell you something
Learn
else
from the
about
best.
B-Hop. Every time I'm going to have a piece of, something that has a lot of sugar in it, I think of B-Hop and I put it down.
Yeah, that's why we got to
mean,
get him here on this
Does
track.
he have discipline? I mean, this
Yeah.
guy, and I saw him the other night, you interviewed him.
Right.
wow, does he look
Now, he
good?
interviewed himself.
Wow.
And then he interviewed Damon Allen, which
Yeah.
was the best TV ever.
But this guy is like,
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't create a guy like that.
Nah, I like the beard, too. The gray beard is
And then the gray
very
beard-
distinguished.
And, you know, he's conservative. I'm sure he's got every penny he ever made.
Oh,
he's
you better
invested
believe
it
it.
well. He doesn't mess around.
No.
You know, he's got, I mean,
Nah, he's too mature
he's
for
got
that.
it together.
It's too mature.
Okay, so we got a couple more here. We got.
If everybody would come out of jail like Bernard Hopkins,
Oh,
I would
my
suggest
God.
every go to jail.
Yeah.
It
No,
would be
that's
the best
true.
thing. Let's all do some time.
That
A
is-
couple years, take like a 3-year sabbatical at Graterford or wherever. Come out and have our shit together.
So, speaking of James Toney, when he was training for the Roy Jones fight,
Yeah.
the last week in LA, he had every single dinner at my house.
Really?
We hid every kind of sweet, every
Yeah.
hit, and then it turned out after he ate, he snuck off and went to Fatburger.
Yeah.
That we found out later.
Right. Yeah.
So he had like the whole week.
Oh, he
it
couldn't
was
help
like,
himself. He was on a mission to be great, but he had a mission of equal importance to him to destroy himself.
Here's a guy.
But
that-
he's still arguably great. He's definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer.
oh my goodness.
It's crazy that he was Ring Magazine's Fighter of the Year in 1991 and then again in 2003
yeah.
as a heavyweight.
Yeah.
Get out of here. And cruiserweight champion.
And-
And the anniversary of his fight with Vasily Girov,
right.
the cruiserweight
Yeah,
champ,
that was incredible.
one of the greatest cruiserweight fights of all time.
So
And he has no business being that heavy.
yeah.
He shouldn't have been heavier than a light heavyweight.
You know, he's still probably good. I mean,
He's
Yeah.
It was an honor to watch him
yeah.
not just fight, but watch him spar and train.
Tell him
Well, he
when
didn't
you-
really train, but he did spar.
Yeah. Tell him when
Did
you
spar.
saw him snap his Achilles.
Oh, yeah, I saw him when he was supposed to fight Jamil McCline on Showtime. I don't know, this is like 11, 12 years ago. And he's sparring with some big giant, and you heard it. You know, you hear it when your Achilles, that tendon snaps. It makes a pop. You hear it through the body. Popped. He went face down, screaming. We have this. Somebody has it on tape because his people made us give him the tape. We taped it. I think it was Bill Kaplan's daughter, Debbie Kaplan. So she probably lost it. She tossed it out. But this shit was actually on tape of James Toney face down, screaming in agony, and then getting back up and not being able to stay. Like, come on, motherfucker! Come on, we're gonna finish the round. It's crazy. It was nuts. Yeah, snapped his Achilles.
And he's a good guy.
Oh no.
I
James
like him a lot.
James is a charming
Yeah.
individual when he wants to be. He really is. He boxed too much.
Yeah.
Too many fights, too many rounds, and of course burning the candle on both ends didn't
Yeah.
help him out. But I said it, and I'm going to say it again. I prefer a fat slob who's got great talent and great heart and is willing to challenge himself to somebody who is in impeccable condition and is a near perfect technician with loads of natural talent and ability who doesn't challenge himself. I prefer the slob.
And
I
what-
really do. And
what was-
again, Hopkins is the best of both worlds.
And what's your favorite fight? What do you think was his best fight?
James Toney's?
Yeah.
Probably Iran Barkley when he won the 168-pound
Exactly. Oh my goodness, he was so incredible. I mean, he was like perfect in that
title.
fight.
That's what James Toney
Yeah.
looks like when he's not battling the scale and he's
Yeah.
actually training and he's actually motivated.
Yeah. No, he had
For a
trained.
fight.
He was in shape, and oh my goodness, was he incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll read you off just a couple more
All right,
that
we
you
probably
missed
should
here.
wrap this up.
Yeah,
We've been going a
Costa
while.
Zoo, Michael.
Oh, I
Moore,
love Costa Zoo.
Darius
Shevsky.
Mikulski, Andre Ward's number 22. That's fair.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. He's good.
If you really look at what he accomplished, what
Yeah.
he did, it's like, okay, you beat 3 guys.
And then you have Miguel Cotto, number 14.
I forgot about Cotto.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And,
accomplished.
that was it.
Okay.
Anyway.
I got most of them.
No, you did
A
great.
little bit of help. I can't believe I had forgotten about the featherweights,
Yeah.
the Mexican Musketeers,
Yeah.
Barrera, Morales, and Marquez. And when people say, you know, like boxing doesn't have these great fighters who all fight each other in a round robin like the Four Kings did in the 80s, Duran, Leonard, Hagler, and Hearns. I'm like, well, we did have these featherweights, Pacquiao, Marquez,
Yeah.
Barrera, and Morales pretty much
incredible.
doing the
It's
same
incredible.
thing. Yeah. It was a little, not as high profile, but still, it was.
Yeah.
I was ringside for most of those fights, and it was an honor to be
You
there.
were a young man then.
I was. Now
Yeah, I know. Forget it.
I'm all washed up.
Anyway, we want to thank everyone for watching us, and have an unbelievably great weekend and week. And Doug,
love everybody. Be kind to one another. Eat small meals. Get your rest. Chew your food carefully.
How about drinking water?
Drink lots of water. But most importantly, always, always, always take the high road. What would Tom Loeffler do? Ask yourself that.